What I love about what I do is that it connects me with people from all around the world. Being able to do something that really sort of influences this human connection is such a blessing. And for me, that's what life is about. I'm Demit Omphroy. I'm a painter based in New York City. The inspiration that I take comes from everywhere. Family experience, external visual things that I see on a daily basis. And I think that everything that I create is an extension of me. Growing up, my dream was always to be a pro soccer player. And I ended up actually going to UC Berkeley and pursuing my dream of playing soccer, but also getting an education. I was playing more and I actually ended up having this numbness in my foot. The doctor recommended I get an MRI, and the MRI actually showed that I had multiple sclerosis. I wanted to use this as more fuel to my fire to be this pro. I got drafted as the first pro soccer player with MS. I continued playing for a couple of years, and I also really started loving photo and video. My expression shifted from being on the pitch in front of cameras and then wanting to be behind the cameras, and I became a creative director, working with GoPro and Adidas, and then another huge setback of the pandemic hit. Again, the world was just completely turned upside down. It pushed me towards this passion of expressing through art. Painting's something that I did at a young age always, but never really felt like I had the courage to pursue it fully. I realized that this was my outlet. This is just my way of storytelling. The way I would describe my art is a little bit more of like contemporary modern, but there's like an expressionistic sort of style to the figures and the paint strokes. I usually split up the day between commissions, commercial work, and then my passion work. I've had the opportunity to work with some really awesome brands like Gap, FCUK. I've had the opportunity to even work with the Picasso family. And some of these pieces that I've done challenged me to think a little differently. What keeps it sort of fresh and different for me is figuring out how to have my voice come through the garment or whatever I'm doing in the brand collaboration. I think about the amount of work that I've done in these past 2 years, and to think about the amount of work that I will do in the decades to come. And archiving and keeping everything in one place is so important. It's invaluable for an artist. I use Dropbox on a weekly basis, and it's been a consistent, safe way to keep all of my content. I've worked with different clients where there's a lot of misunderstanding of what is the final version and what is the new stuff that I'm working with, and what Dropbox has helped to at least alleviate is just this back and forth. It's easier and streamlined and puts everything in one place. The legacy that I want to leave is just to continue creating, doing things in a way that we all feel creative. It's all inside of us. I think if we have that sort of motivation and that courage to follow that, turning the outside distractions off and just focusing on that inner self, all the other stuff comes in, as long as you're remaining true to yourself.